Bomb.
Prime one, that's him. Sky, thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball, you goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strap put it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat brother gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fam before me and I gotta mention. I keep an air fan, tone mob a henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops, I get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try to see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a crook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone off the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the gray poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat brother gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah.
Oh, boom, boom. Come on now.
Slap.
Wake your truck up. Not wake your game up. That's wake your truck up. That's wake your neighbors up type music.
Mm-hmm.
That shit down.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, waking the neighbors up.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
On my mouth.
And it's the same way that you have tuned into another edition.
Wait.
Your
game. Come on now. Wagyu. Let's go.
14. That's that Wagyu right there.
That's that Wagyu, baby.
Really? Come on. You can only get it here. You know what I mean? And we are simulcasting to all the channels. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the heart starters out there. All the Neon Peacocks, the entire Guru Nation, and all you Gen Welters out there, man. Appreciate all y'all. And man, shout out to everybody that got in on our very first giveaway. And we want to send out a big congratulations to our winner of our first giveaway, man. Shout out to the homie Nelson.
Shout out!
Congratulations, Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson. He said he had work in the morning. He had fell asleep a little early before the end of the show. He wasn't. We weren't there to see his exact initial reaction, but he did get back to us to let him know he's probably gonna be able to get his prize. And shout out to him, man.
We'll have to get a video message from him.
100%.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's part of the prereqs, man.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that entered the giveaway for sure. We appreciate y'all subbing up, you know what I mean, finding us on the motherfucking social to go ahead and get your
Damn, we had a barn burner of a game last night.
100% no facts. And we were off camera talking about the next giveaway. So, be on the lookout for the next giveaway. It will be more in detailed depth about how you can enter, how you can win that motherfucker, what you got to do to enter 100%. It just, it was a spur of the moment thing, but shout out to everybody that kept that motherfucker lit for us 100%. And it won't be, it's the first and it definitely won't be the last.
Yeah, man. Just a nice token of appreciation to all y'all that's been supporting. And it's only the beginning. And it only gets better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, man, sometimes things, I always say it only gets better. Sometimes things just don't seem to work out like that in the streets. But who brings us all them good isms from the streets? It's our man, the ear to the streets. Let's take him to the streets, Lee.
Well, we had a banger last night, pause. Nice Denver 41-32 win. That's a nice one. As much as I don't like Denver winning, too. I kind of hate it.
I feel that.
It kind of hurts a little bit because you know what? That second game is coming up soon. So that's kind of scary. But I'm bolting up, and I don't care. We're still 8-4.
Bolt up.
There you go. Talk that shit.
Jerry Jeudy had a nice revenge game last night.
Yeah.
275 all-purpose yards. Damn.
Insane.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Sean Payton now. Sean Payton regrets not getting Marvin Mims involved early in the season because of his explosive ability and big plays in space.
Especially after it's year 2 in this system. Like, why are you still having training wheels on old Marvin? You know what I mean?
We got some breaking news this morning. Texans Al Shahir got a 3-game suspension, but he's going to appeal it.
Yeah, if they would have threw him out, did they throw him out the game yesterday?
I believe they did, but I don't think that they may rescind it again. I think they may rescind it. I think they may rescind it a game, but he has prior history. So I think that, and then the melee afterwards, I think, because that's what's going to keep the 3 games up there. But as Peacock told me this morning, why not suspend him for the whole season? Because there's only 4 games left.
Yeah, I think that's a little. I even think the 3 games is a little excessive because that's 3 game checks. I understand that he got history and all that, but it was a bang bang play. And I seen one of the analysts on
Good Morning Football.
Either it was Mark Schlereth.
I saw that. I think when he was like, "You've been playing for years. You know what you did."
Right, but also
on it, right?
Said that like when you come in like that with your forearm, it protects you from having to lead with your helmet. You know what I mean? And helmet to helmet is way worse than with the forearm, but bruh end up injecting the forearm, pushing the forearm forward to hit T-Law, and that might what it did it. But also they said that when you're trying to tackle like that, you keep your forearm out so you can see what you're tackling instead of leading with your head. So you know what I mean? Like I said, history probably got something to do with it for sure, 100%. But also 3 games is a lot of games, and he's that's probably $700,000-$800,000 each check, $900,000 each check, bro. So that's
every time too they're gonna make an example out of somebody. You know what I mean?
But JD, his prior history is what's gonna get him. He's got quite a bit.
I understand that, but it's been some plays. Okay, so like I was just in a group chat with Big Bro MJD, and he said some shit like, bro, okay, I understand why bruh is getting this 100%, but also, you know what I mean? I just think 3 games is a lot though, bro. The 2 would have been nice, 100%. I understand that you said it might get receded to 2 games. You know what I mean? I just,
I think it also is going to depend if Trevor Lawrence can play anymore too. That's also going to be a factor. Yeah, I think they're going to rest.
It's not like, oh no, Trevor Lawrence is actually super more hurt and punish him more.
More games. Oh yeah, that's definitely not going to
happen. You remember how we were talking about Cliff Kingsbury being maybe as a top candidate? Well, the new name that's floating out is the Notre Dame coach, Marcus Freeman.
Or the Bears.
The Bears are very high on him after what he's done at Notre Dame, and also the Bears are looking for a leader of men, and they feel Freeman fits that archetype.
What's funny is like, okay, you're looking for a leader of men, but you want to go get someone who's coaching kids.
Yeah, but see, the thing with Freeman is that when the coach
Chicago's going to do another, this is going to be another stupid move for Chicago.
When the coach at LSU left Notre Dame, and Freeman ain't
nothing, Chip Kelly.
Yeah, Chip Kelly. Freeman ain't nothing like 35, 40 years old. So he took over one of the most storiest programs in college football land and got Notre Dame still relevant after Chip Kelly left. You can say whatever. I mean, not Chip Kelly, whatever Brad name is. He got to the college playoff game and won 10 games, 11 games, never won a championship. It's kind of hard to do in Notre Dame when you got an academic standard of
it's excellence or nothing.
With him doing what he did in Notre Dame and Brett to take over it and still have the program relevant, I understand why Freeman is there. And like I said, Freeman ain't nothing but like early 40s at the oldest.
But also, like, I feel like, see, this is the thing. It's like you have a young potential face of this franchise for a long time with Caleb there. And it's like, we've just seen this franchise time and time again, have their guys doomed from the start. You know what I mean? Like, I actually think the Cliff Kingsbury thing makes no sense because he's been a head coach before. He's got a team routine, in the playoff hunt before. He's actually got the team to a playoff before. But then there's also the fact that, like, everyone's aware of him. And you see after an entire season with JD5 over there in Washington, you got all this tape. Then now they're on Cliff Kingsbury's ass again. You know what I mean? So I just feel like Chicago might be doomed for the start. If those are the I guess I'd rather have the Freeman guy than Cliff Kingsbury at that point. Because then it's like, all right, well, maybe it can't be that much more worse, right? Because, sometimes them guys translating from college coaches to the NFL. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not always knocking it out the park.
100%.
You definitely got looking in Seattle. You have their OC there. He was the OC for the Huskies last year, right?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is that, see, in college, you got the little hash mark things. You can step one out, like, the type of scheme. You can really hit these outsides. There's not that much space like that in the NFL because motherfuckers is closing down. You feel me? So it's like you see them kind of struggle this year because they're trying to run this college style offense over there. You know what I mean? When it's probably easier to get away with shit like that because you don't have these crazy fast DBs and these crazy fast linebackers. You know what I mean? It's just different in the NFL. So when you say leader of men, I would hope so, because you're running with a bunch of kids and adolescents when you're in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the owners of the Washington Redskins, or should I say now called Commanders, and the NFL Roger Goodell are currently meeting with the Senate leader John Toon to discuss renaming the team to its original name and bringing back the old logo. So hopefully the Redskins and the old logo come back.
So we didn't see this. So we saw, like, I remember the last 10 years before they even made this switch.
Morning, Albert.
Morning, Albert. Yeah, but a goddamn hella years they was trying to change that and get rid of that name.
Yeah.
Kind of funny that they're bringing it back. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, Mike Holmgren, Sterling Sharp, Maxie Pawn, Jim Tyre, Ralph Hay are Hall of Fame finalists.
Awesome. Who was the first couple of the
Mike Holmgren, Sterling Sharp, and Maxie Bond?
Yeah, I like the Sterling Sharp.
I don't know his name last name.
Why would Mike Holmgren get in there?
Mike
Holmgren. I know he was with the Bears for that was one of his last stints.
And Green Bay, right?
Green Bay, Seattle.
Green Bay, there you go. Green Bay, Seattle. That's what it was. That's where he made it. Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah.
He had Matt Hasselbeck in Seattle with Sean Alexander and Sean.
That was when he said, "We want the ball and we're going to score."
Yeah.
All right.
I know I said
he throws a big six.
That was in Green Bay, too.
Yeah, what a dumbass.
Well, as I told you guys in the thread, Falcons Michael Penix Jr. era may begin sooner rather than later after Kirk Cousins' little stinker with his 4 interceptions. They're saying they don't think his immobility post Achilles tear is holding Atlanta's offense back, and the Falcons are running out of time to fix it.
It ain't like they wasn't seeing that shit in practice. Them is facts. They seen that shit in practice, and now it's a problem.
Dennis, I think we crushed each other's dreams in both leagues, man.
Oh, every day. My man Lee may have just crushed my playoff hopes in the Nice Guys League. Great job, Lee. True. Grit don't quit. Them is fact.
I could have, but I'm going to grind it out, man. I don't like losing. I don't. And Bucks Mike Evans needs 479 yards in the last 5 games for a 1,000-yard season to keep on ticking on.
479, you said?
Yeah, so it's roughly about what 150 in a game or 120?
A little less. What is it? This is week.
Well, he needs 479. So.
And they got what? 3 games left.
They got 5 games.
He need a $120. He need a $120 to Eclipse to get 480 out of 4 games. A $120 a game.
There it is. There. Yeah. That's easy work.
Come on.
That's true.
What did he just hit for right now? This past game?
120, I think it was.
There you go. He was kind of making up for it because I think
so. He technically needs about 95.8 yards a game.
Yeah, he hit for 118 last week in a tutty.
That's a possibility.
We got 4 games left. You said right. 14.
Hold on, let me see.
There's 5 games left. He has 5 games left.
Well, from this says 5. Yeah, 5 games. Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing the math on 4. So 5 games, 479.
85.
Yeah, that's mad doable.
For him, yes. Yeah, exactly. Just got a couple 100-yard games in there.
Right.
And their secondary is so bad that they're getting in shootouts all the time. So, you know what I mean?
Speaking of the Bucks, Todd Bowles said rookie running back Buck Irving is getting more comfortable along late season surge. So they're going to feed him the ball a lot more.
See, I tend to not believe the a lot more part because he's already getting most of it.
He's getting most of it now. You're right.
He doesn't really get too many third down snaps, but what's dope is that Baker has a 25% target market share at the running back position, period. This is a career thing, and it's carried into this year as well.
As last year, too, with the boy Rashad White.
Right. So, and the reason I'm pointing this out is because even if Bucky is only playing majority of the early down shit, he's getting targets on first and they throw the ball at the running back on first and second downs, too. They're not like, it's not exempt. You know what I mean? So Bucky's, when they say more work, that's probably what they mean too.
Yeah,
all meant more in the passing game.
6.1 yards per rush, 3 for 3 targets and receptions, 33 yards, 100%.
Man, I was sitting here freezing like a motherfucker, and I was looking at the Patron bottle. I'm like, you know what? That's how I get warm.
All right. After watching last night's game, Mr. Pick 6, would the Browns be insane if they don't re-sign Jameis Winston and make him the starter next year? But they have Watson's contract.
But here's the thing, though. You know, if Deshaun Watson didn't die last year and Flacco doesn't get in there, he's probably the backup again this year because Watson did die. Flacco did get in there, took him to the playoffs. Now you couldn't be like, all right, I'll come back for nothing. No, now I want a bag. You know what I mean? This is going to be the same thing for Jameis. You know,
all right.
Like, listen,
JD, I need you to tune up my Hearts and Flower violins.
Hearts and Flowers. I got you.
I need the violins. Let's get to the dead people.
Peacock said use exclusive code for $10 tees expires today. Enter holiday tees 10 at checkout now, bro.
Is that for just tees or is that everything?
This is the $10 tees of today's special, like you said.
Okay.
But then there is still the 50% off, 50% off the site that's going on till 12/5, so it's December 5th. You know what I mean? Everybody utilize all the utilize all the cool sales that we got going on at our sponsor neonpeacockmerch.com. I
need to get a GWN banner.
There you go.
For the crib.
I like that.
Well, we lost Taysom Hill for the year. We lost Christian McCaffrey also for the year. We lost Jordan Mason to the IR.
Top of the morning, Dennis.
What up, Denny?
We lost Trevor Lawrence to the El Concusto. We lost Calvin Austin, who got El Concusto. Dallas Goedert has a knee injury, but it's not considered serious. Ladd McConkey has a knee issue, but it will return for Week 14.
He better.
Noah Brown suffered a rib injury, but it's not considered serious. Rashad Bateman has a knee injury, and his timeline is to be determined. DK Metcalf has an injury, but he'll be back for week 14. Roshan Johnson, hell got concussed also. He'll back for week 15. Demarcus Robinson suffered a hand injury, but they do not know his timeline. Austin Eckler, we know, got concussed, and he'll be back for week 18. And J.K. Dobbins, who's got a knee injury, is looking at week 17 return.
Week 17?
Yeah, for Dobbins. So that's our injury list for the week.
AKA the sad violin segment of the show.
Yeah. Tiniest little violin.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Sad song.
Oh, my
End the show.
End it right now.
Okay.
Cut this shit.
You know, the Christian McCaffrey thing, it actually kind of made me feel liberated for a sec there. Like, okay.
Man, that Madden.
I'm going to get ready for next year now. And I have this Jordan Mason shares everywhere. Just ride him out the rest of then the next morning he's out too. Like, what happened?
That was a double whammy, man.
Double.
Talk about having your handcuff got handcuffed.
Well,
man,
I guess Christmas kind of comes early for some of y'all that's looking for some kind of piece that can maybe give you that playoff push, maybe what we could call a season winner. And we're going to pop off our running backs for the waiver wire pickers, man. It's Isaac motherfucking G, bro.
Oh, man, he's going to.
Isaac G, bro. I mean, hands down, he's owned. Merry Christmas.
He's 1.3% owned in leagues, right?
Well, he's going to go from 1% to probably, what, 60 overnight?
He's going to take it there. Dominant say 100, I'm taking it there.
Also, we got Ray Davis, Kimani Vidal, Jerome Ford, Jonathan.
The Vidal one, man. I was telling people last week, just beat the waiver. And why everyone's going to go in on the Haskins kid or the Gus Bus. I mean, the Gus Bus, then Haskins in that order. I was like, man, we still, if there's going to be a pass catching guy, it's probably going to be the Vidal. You feel me?
Vidal. If Tank Bigsby's out there, people were dropping him left and right.
Oh.
He's 45% rostered, but hey, people did drop him when he got hurt.
I mean, I guess, you know what? I guess we don't really have to go position by position because I'm throwing one out here too while we're just throwing some out there, like Parker Washington.
Well,
you know I mean?
Here's a guy I just picked
clearly has connections with Mac Jones because they played on the team twos together. You know what I mean? And we saw it translate.
I picked up Jaleel McLaughlin this morning early. He took advantage of it.
Hey, I found out Jaleel, his dad, Jaleel White, Steve Urkel himself. He's a Sagittarius, brother.
Let's go.
The 27th of November.
Oh, wow.
I know, bro. I was look at that, man. Look at Urkel.
Shout out to Brad, man.
Shout out to Brad.
100%. What was the wide receiver you said, big bro?
Wide receiver was?
Yeah, Parker Washington.
Washington.
The Jaguars. I think he was a top five finisher this week, right?
He sure was. He was the number. He was the fucking 4 wide receiver overall, WR4 overall, 103 with a TD, 6 receptions.
Elijah Moore, another one. Even if
Elijah Moore is 10% owned, yeah.
Yeah, even if Tillman does come back, I'm still like, there's some shit I always fuck with. First read targets.
I know
Elijah Moore, his targets, 40, like over half his targets that he gets since it's been Jameis is on a first read. So he looks for Elijah Moore. You know what I mean?
And I know we mentioned him last week, but Nick Westbrook-Akini, 8 games in a row with a touchdown.
I mean, this is fucking insane because he's available in some spots.
Yeah, he's only 17% rock.
Picking him up. I feel like you're welcome, everyone, because the moment I pick him up, it's gonna stop the streak.
Well, we also got Brandon Cooks.
Yeah,
but it's like, it doesn't really move the needle for me like that.
What about Vele? He's been killing it lately, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure his percentage it might be closer to, or if not over the threshold at this point, over the.
He's 27% rostered.
Wow, wake up, people!
You also got MVS too. He's 31% rostered.
Yeah, that old Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He did his thing again, huh?
Well,
he's new Shaheed over there. That's really all it is. Too.
And also, Romeo Doubs is coming off his concussion, right?
Yeah, and without Romeo Doubs there, you know who's the immediate benefactor is the boy Tuck, man.
Yep.
Because then they go way more 12 personnel, and like Romeo Doubs is the most trustiest hands when you think about all their receivers they had. So when it's just Wicks and Watson, you know what I mean? Obviously they're getting.
It started with the Niner game too. When I was watching the broadcast, I heard him say that they made sure that they wanted to get Tucker Kraft the ball because the previous 2 games he wasn't nowhere to be found. So it started that Niner game 100%, and he came. Oh my mama, he scored. I think he had 6 receptions that game for like 70-something yards, 100%.
Hitting us over the head.
What about the Adam Thielen play?
Oh, questions. Adam Thielen is only 31% roster.
We got a lot of questions about him on Sunday, and even leading up to him getting back activated 100%. So
here's a question, because I actually, I love my respect doesn't mean anything to these guys, right? But Bryce Young earned my respect.
Oh, he did.
Because he did what everyone's supposed to do against the Bucs, but it's also the week prior of what he did, or almost did to the Chiefs.
Oh my mama.
You know what I mean? Like Bryce Young is playing very well right now, and they don't really, we talk about safety blanket. It's just whoever's short, and that happens to be Adam Thielen here. You know what I mean?
100%, bro. Yeah, that Thielen pickup is a damn good pickup, bro. That Nick Westbrook, for sure. That shit is crazy. The league that I got him in, and I asked the question, him or Pop Smoke, and I ignored the panel, and I was madder than a motherfucker, even though that I was playing against Jerry Jeudy last night, and it wouldn't have made no difference. It would have gave me 10 more points on my total score. You know?
Yeah, Jerry Jeudy walked down a few. I had a pretty significant lead, and this motherfucker walked that thing all the way down.
Jerry Jeudy went crazy, but yeah, though that pickup, that Nick Westbrook, Keeney pickup for wide receivers for sure, bro.
Oh, hi. And everybody who watched that game yesterday, we all witnessed the ultimate revenge game, record-setting even. He now holds the record.
235 yards, I think it was.
Yep, 235 receiving yards on his former team. So the record holder before that was Terrell Owens against the Niners. He had like 213 or something like that. You know what I mean? So this is he set the record. We witnessed history. Let's go.
Up and down the field twice. We got KJ Fedrick in the building, top of the morning. He said, "What's good, everyone? I won't be able to grab Isaac Guerrero due to my waiver wire order on Mason, so that sucks. Are there any rumor running backs 49ers linked to that they might bring in? So I think Patrick Taylor.
It would be Taylor.
Yeah, Patrick Taylor.
Yeah, special teams. He's a special team specialist. He actually was like a field flipper for a while there. With him and Nixon were rotating in and out when they was over there with Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? And that was one thing
in the offseason as well. And
that was one of our actual low-key big pickups, because it was like, okay, we need help on special teams. And he's a 6'2",
bigger back,
just like the Guerrero. So it's like we have this kind of archetype. So yeah, Patrick Taylor would be the guy who would be the speller, but we're probably going to see Guerrero get all of it. You know what I mean? And like I said, there'll be Taylor there to spell, but and I keep hope alive. I'm still gonna put a claim in on Guerrero, like even if I don't think I'm gonna get him. Like you just got it, because you never know. Motherfuckers might be slipping.
% bro.
Not everyone sees the news that both CMC and Mason's out. So basically, just put a claim in. That's all you gotta do.
And then and it's not a bad idea to go ahead and swoop on a Guerrero. I mean a Taylor either, if you just want to. Because hey, God forbid. A Guerrero go out there and just boom, bite the dust. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
It's kind of, until we got CMC, this was kind of the Niner way when in a fantasy. Just hold on to their backs, because the motherfuckers they're gonna use them until they're dead and the next guy's up. So it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, this is definitely the time of the year, especially like we only got one more week before playoffs, so you definitely want to be ahead of the wire with these running backs, because we starting to see them really drop down, bro. 100%. JK, CMC, who else went down?
Shit.
I mean, then you have the motherfuckers that's just banked up all the way.
Situation. Amir Abdullah in place of Alexander Madison. He got to get some fantasy relevant plays. Got Amir Abdullah for 1 week at least. You probably didn't start him. Well, if you started him the first week that he went off, shout out to you 100%. But yeah, though 100%. That Raider backfield has been fantasy relevant this year for sure, bro.
Oh, that backfield's been banged up all year long. It's been like a rodeo back and forth. Who's the main guy?
Right. And Madison had some good games this year. Fucking Amir Abdullah then had some good games this year.
Everybody but
the Chargers did sign a running back also.
Who
was that?
Oh God, I saw it this morning. I didn't write. It's something Jones. I don't know where he came from, but I'll have to look it up right now. But they did sign a running back. His last name is Jones.
See, that's the thing, though. So you definitely want to start putting in if some of those high-end cuffs are on the wire, man, go ahead and stash one of them motherfuckers. You might got you a little Powerball winning ticket. 100%, bro.
Yeah. Hey, man, I do not want anything to happen to Chase Brown. But, bro, the way they give him all the work, pick up fucking Khalil Herbert. You know what I mean?
100%.
Oh, for sure.
Brown, they're going to give it all to Herbert. I mean, even if it doesn't look pretty, when you get somebody just get all the volume.
Hey man, this became
a combined 100 yards and a tutty last week for Chase Brown, and that's been solid every fucking week that he played since Zach Moss been on the IR, bro. Even when Zach Moss was there, like I said, we on stream. I think it was week 3, week 4, where Moss got their ass down there to the 5-yard line.
They went pushing
that first play. Chase Brown receiving.
Oh, it was a receiving touchdown to the left. That's right.
Exactly to the left, bro. Exactly. Oh my man, it's been a wrap for him ever since for Zach Moss and Chase Brown being killing, bro.
Yeah, because even early on, he was already in the red zone mix, and then it was just like, yo, if they could, because he could pass pro just as good as Moss. It was like that, like Moss was just this bigger guy that you could put back there, and they were quote unquote paying him, and it was so weird with the coach too, because Zach Taylor over there, he was like enamored with Zach Moss's performance against them the year prior. Like they played against Indy with no Taylor, and then Zach Moss tore their ass up, and he was like, "Bring that guy in next year."
Last year, though, in the absence of Jonathan Taylor, and even when Jonathan Taylor came back, he still had a little bit of fantasy relevancy.
Yeah,
oh my man.
Yeah. I was just such a Chase Brown truther too. I would have made every case against Zach Moss.
That's big. Oh, every.
I was like, Zach Moss is gonna die eventually. I remember kept saying that. Like, have we ever seen him not hurt? You know what I mean? Like,
come on now.
Boom, you got her.
That was a home run pick right there, big bro.
I know. Don't die on me. Don't die on me, Brown. I need
you. What else is on the wide receivers? Said Thielen, Eli Moore, Nick Westbrook. I do some more wide receivers. They even got Tillman 44% on, so you ain't getting Tillman.
Yeah. Tillman's worth checking out if he was dropped though too, because there's gonna be some bye week situations for people. So just monitor the waivers, period. Be dumpster diving this week, because sometimes people might make some crucial drops. You know what I mean? Trying to get a win for now because they need to pick something up and they can't hold something. You know what I mean? All kind of shit be happening.
What was the word on Kincaid Lee during the news?
Kincaid? He should be Kincaid should be back this week. But
he was in a limited.
He was limited, yeah.
Last week, then they ruled him out early though.
So that's what I'm saying. They got Dawson Knox on here as well. It's not saying what the percentage of him of being owned is that if we do have another game with Kincaid out, and who do the Bills got this week? Let's see,
who do they got this week? Yeah, because they just came off their bye.
Who, the Bills?
No, they played us.
Yeah, they just came off their bye. Okay. Then played us, and then who do they got this week?
The Bills is at LA. Is at the Rams. They on the road.
Yeah.
And that's
word. I like this matchup a lot. So yeah, Dawson Knox is a decent play if you're just gonna look at pure matchup.
You know what I mean? Like The Rams have been not good against tight end all year.
That's true.
We also got Cole Kmet on here as another as a wire pickup.
What would you put down for Fab for Garindo? I'm 65 for him last night.
All of it.
All of it?
Yeah.
Blow the bag, huh?
Yeah.
I basically I saved in all my money leagues. I've
might be
saved
happy
all
that
my
you-
money
if you-
up for the end of the season for these players.
Look around your league. How much bread has everybody got? That's the first thing you would do.
Yeah, I've been looking at that myself. I have the most in the league, so that gives me an advantage.
Yeah, I'm getting Isaac Garindo.
Mm-hmm. So in other words, slap it all down. Pause.
Yeah, because I don't want my opponent to have him. Period.
Yeah, I got a lot of.
What's your thoughts on Blake Corum?
That's a damn good question.
He's
Hold him
14%
if anything
owned.
happens to Kyron, you know what I mean? That's pretty much it, if you ask me.
Exactly. That's what. Yeah.
If I have Kyron, I'm probably holding him. But if I can get Garindo, you know what I mean? I'm probably still finding another different person to drop that not Blake Corum.
But you know who is starting to heat up is Hunter Henry.
Word.
So
You know what I mean?
he's 45% rostered too.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid all year.
He's been solid.
I mean, it's always natural for a rookie QB to lean on the tight end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's sure.
Yeah.
Top of the morning, Tino.
What up, Tino?
The alien attack yet. I was on standby all night.
You know, it ain't nothing but the rallies.
Come on,
they're trying to find me. Like, there he is. Bring him back home.
Yeah,
You've had enough fun here, Bogey.
Like you said, Lee, Hunter Henry been on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hunter Henry's one of them. He was man, going back to the offseason, man. It was like him, Zach Ertz. You know, these were our I mean, shit. I threw in Hayden Hurst, but I was still on the right track. You know what I mean? It ended up being Disley, but you know, it was like these very cheap options that could probably pay out. And you know, and shout out to Derek, man, because Derek was the one. The Zach Ertz thing was one of his big calls in the offseason.
Now, JD, you have that on draft cards. How is the Chiefs giving up against the tight ends? Because I may want to play Disley against the Chiefs in leagues. I have a bunch of shares
against the tight end.
They're terrible.
But they are. I'll be playing Disley then all day.
When we say bad too, it's also, you know what else they've been giving up to because they're whoever's opposite of McDuff is just getting picked on every week too.
Oh, isn't he a rookie on the other side?
It was a rookie and he was phenomenal. Watson, Jalen Watson.
Yeah,
he had a season ender, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was a season ender, but it was definitely an IR joint. And then their second string guy, he's just getting roasted.
See that shit right there on Draft Sharks, big bro?
Yeah.
There it is, right there.
Right there.
Okay.
15, I can say 15.
Gotta love all that green.
Come on now.
Hell yeah.
What else we got? Disley didn't play his way into the box score in week 13. He still plays 63% of the snaps, 100%, caught at least 4 passes in each of his previous 3 games. Where I played Disley over John New in the league last week and was hot about it, bro. Facts. Yeah, that John New shit, he's definitely a waiver wire darling this year. 100% Disley. What I was looking at too is that fucking Mac. I don't know what quarter was it that T-Law went out in.
It was the second.
I want to say it was the. I mean, Peacock would probably know because I know he was watching that game real good. But I want to say it was either late in the first or early in the second for real.
Yeah, because Mac Jones, when he came in, he had BTJR and Parker Witch as top 20 plays this week. Crazy.
Man, we need you, Mac Jones. We need you
that
to continue that.
Pick up. That's probably one of them ones. If you can't get Garindo, would that be like your second choice on this for this week?
Who's that?
Parker.
Yeah, I would like. I mean, if there's like the valets and stuff like that, I might argue like or Elijah Moore, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm pretty sure Parker's going to be the one that's readily available over those guys.
And so you got Parker, you got Eli, you got Nick Westbrook and Keeney, and they all available, bro. So out of them three, it's gonna be.
I think I would order it the Eli just because like there's only been one game that Jameis Winston's thrown under 40 pass attempts, and that was in the snow, and he still tore it up with only 27 pass attempts. So I'm not gonna. I think I'd still put Elijah Moore there. You know what I mean? Then I'll go Parker.
500 yards last night, man. Damn.
Let's fucking go.
And then just to make sure he scores most, he always wants to make sure he's the one that scores all the touchdowns, even if it's going the other way.
The other team, if he's
you feel me?
On everything.
So those are winners' numbers: 500 yards, 6 total tugs. 2 of them was still counts for him. Can't be the pick 6 prez without being throwing pick 6s. And multiple.
For real.
Whoa. Tron breakfast.
Come on now. Breakfast of champs. Oh, yeah. Everything. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't mad at you with the putting Eli Moore as the number 1 target 100%. He's connected to a little bit better of a quarterback out of Westbrook Akine, Parker Washington, even though that Mac Jones is a former first-round pick as well. We might see him do a little something, you know what I mean?
I'm banking on it. But also, too, the one thing I do want to point out, because I did look at Tennessee's little stretch. I haven't looked, I can't think of the rest of them off the top of my head. Pause, all that.
Tennessee got a super soft schedule coming up. And we've seen man, Will Levis, he's been kind of tearing up these bad matchups. So he has his actual soft matchups coming up. So, Nick Westbrook and Keeney definitely. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm going to order them in consistency of what I've seen so far. So I actually will go Elijah Moore, then Westbrook, then Parker if I was to order them. Because Parker, he popped up a little bit, but before this, I'm hoping it's not a flash in the pan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still though, I still have him 3rd in the priority at receivers, right? That's still, this is a pretty good waiver wire week.
It is, considering it's week 14.
And you got buys this week.
You got all the buys. So go ahead and run the buys down to me. Help me out here, guys. We got Denver, Baltimore, Indy.
You got New England, I know that.
Denver, Indy, New England, Washington, Baltimore, and Houston.
There you go. So we have 6. Woo!
Tino
said last week too. Yeah, Baltimore, Denver, Houston, Indy, New England, and Washington. Correct? Yeah. Yeah.
Tino just said Korea just declared martial law yesterday. South Korea, I think it is.
Yeah, I saw that. They had a crazy crap going on there.
Why South Korea is high? I know North Korea is usually where it's like where it's crazy at. But they're doing a martial law down there.
Yeah, I guess I think I don't know what the whole story is, but I saw there was a big old political thing that's going on at their embassy or something like that.
And it says South Korea parliament votes to defy president lift martial law order. That was 43 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! So the current president,
I think they're trying to
got the whole move up under martial law right now. That's crazy. He's like, you ain't getting me out of this motherfucker.
But that's what's crazy though, because listen, you go right across the way, bro. And it's a big fucking border. It's not just like, all right, this line and now it's a whole nother thing with the whole wilderness and shit. Then you're in North Korea, you know what I mean? And that's where it's like, it's still like the old days, like, you know what I mean? Straight dictatorship, you know what I mean? Like
100%.
Straight
JD,
up.
remember how we were talking about the Baltimore kicker kind of sucking it up lately?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Bill Belichick was on one of the shows, was it yesterday, right? And he says it was a fundamental. He noticed it's a fundamental issue he's got to work on.
Yeah,
of his kicking skills. He said it's not him as a person. It's his kicking style. He thinks it's fundamentally. He has a little mechanically issue that has to fix.
Shout out to our guy Kidda, man, a playmaker through and through. He used to always bring up this. Man, you got to see this video of Bill Belichick talking about long snappers. You know what I mean?
100%.
Because like this fool will break down everything under the sun when it comes to football. Like, you know what I mean? And it would just, and and I enjoy like Bill Belichick. For those that don't like him, probably just because we hated seeing
New England win.
But when he's off, because that's a role. When he's on the camera after the game, play bad. You know what I mean? That's a role. Because when he's not talking to the media and like that, this dude is lit, bro.
No, he knows his stuff.
Knowledgeable, and it's dope. Like I'm mad I haven't really got to catch a lot of his stuff this year because he did this is probably the most we've ever seen him do media. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a joint. It was called the 100-year team or whatever. Like they made a team like a greatest team of all time every decade for the first when we had the 100 years in the NFL, right? But it was Belichick, Rich Eisen, you know what I mean? Prime. He brought in Tom Brady at one point. Like they're all in this room. They're just bringing in different like legends. And
I remember watching that. Was that on NFL?
Ray Lewis sat down at one point, but it's all Belichick just watching film and breaking shit down. And it's like, damn, this fucking dude's dope. You know what I mean? Like, no wonder he's the fucking evil emperor. You know what I mean? He look at Justin Tucker 1 second. Fundamentals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's regressing. Like, shit crazy. I mean, he's the guy that moved on from Vinatieri and went on to, not to say that Vinatieri was washed, neither. He just was able to move on to him and go to the next young dude that'll be there for 10 years. And that was Goshkowski or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Stephen Goshkowski, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the Red Sox just signed someone. Ugh.
Tell us how you really feel.
Oh, Aroldis Chapman, they signed him to a 1-year deal.
Mm-mm.
I don't know how I feel about that one. He was a former Yankee, that's why. That's why.
I don't know, man. Now he's wearing your gang colors, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he has a little tainted past, and I kind of know why. Our ownership doesn't usually do that, but especially beating women.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, there's certain names that we love in fantasy, and it's like, you peel back a couple layers, you know what I mean? You're like, oh shit, that guy's kind of a piece of shit in real life. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because we just compartmentalize these things. You know what I mean? I mean, people are, people are people, bro. You know what I mean? That's why these great organizations, like you said, it's probably incorrect. Like, okay, look at this. Cincinnati, for example. Cincinnati, they're not a draw for years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Joe Burrow, they're not necessarily a draw. No one really wants to go play there because they weren't going to get the biggest bag and this, that, and the third. But they would always be able to draft good players because they would draft all the motherfuckers that fell because of off-field issues. You know what I mean? Like, Joe Mixon in a first rounder, but, I think he strangled his pregnant.
Yeah, I had to go get another cup, y'all. I'm on my leash shit, man.
What's good?
I ain't got no QT cup. I got the red solo cup, right?
JD, I got a bunch of those cups. You need me to send them out to you?
Yeah, send me one of them motherfuckers, man.
I got the address. I'll send you. Trust me.
Hey, I remember at one of the first cribs I ever had. You know what I'm saying? I'm like buying like kitchenware and shit. Like we're looking at cups and shit, and then it was a thing of red, the red plastic cups, but they were hard plastic. So it looks like the disposable.
But it's
the woo-wop. You feel me?
Oh, no. We ordered boxes, right? And look at I did not know. I had to take advantage of we got all those boxes, right? And I saw this and I go, hell no, I had to have my own.
Oh, man.
Wifey goes, where's mine? I'm like, oh, shit. I go, the next order of boxes, I'll get you another one.
His and hers.
His and hers.
She's like, you got one for yourself, but not me. I was like, okay, don't worry, I'll take care of it. I'm like, I said, you can have this one. I'll get the next one.
That's crazy. Hey, that's right, smart man.
I said, yeah, you can take it.
Permanent red cups too, though, big bro.
Huh? What's that?
Bogey said they got permanent red cups. I never seen them motherfuckers before.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never seen them motherfuckers before. These is when I go to work, I have my thermostat filled up with coffee, and I got one of these motherfuckers filled up with coffee. So I go to work double fisted.
And these things are large, man. They're extra.
Yeah, that's a big
large.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. But you know what I'm saying? I did the coffee
at one period of time when I was doing like the regular 9 to 5 shit when I was young, right? And I was like, okay, hey, look at me, I'm drinking coffee, having a cigarette. But man, just standing outside and holding that coffee was what it was about too. Just like, boom, now my hands is warm. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh my mama, bro. The way I started off was I was getting fucking the fraps and the sweet shit at Starbucks. That was my introduction to that shit, right? Then boom, that shit started getting too sweet for me, like probably like in my mid-20s or some shit like that, right? Then I started fucking with the fucking 7-Eleven coffee, juicing it up though, hella cream, hella sugar, shit like that.
Hey, that French, what is it? Is it French silk or French roast or what is that?
French vanilla.
There you go. That's the one.
And I'm on a coffee drinker. Wife is. I'm on a coffee drinker.
That shit used to go crazy though.
I think in my 30s, maybe early 30s, late 20s is when I just started drinking just straight coffee with cream, no sugar, nothing else. And I make that shit. I've been making it at home for a long time now. You know what I mean? I'd rather make my shit at home than go buy some other shit. But if I do go buy some other shit, it's just at the little gas station like type shit. I don't fuck with Starbucks. I don't fuck with Dutch Brothers. I don't fuck with Pete's. You know what I mean?
18 grams.
What?
There's another one out here called 18 grams that everyone goes crazy over.
I haven't heard that one.
Grams, like Dutch Bros.
Oh, yeah. Man, but the best coffee I ever had is in San Diego. It's called what's the
85?
name? Who?
Was it the 85?
Nah, that motherfucker is called and I did my draft homework the year that we did the matter of fact, like 2 years ago when we had the
down there in Dago
hurricane during draft season, bro. I
remember that, bro, because we was in Vegas when that shit hit.
Oh my mama, that shit
was in SoCal.
We was right in the middle of the hurricane. I mean, that motherfucker was, man, this shit was soaking wet in San Diego. I'm mad. All I had was summertime clothes, shorts and t-shirts. Man, I'm out in the motherfucking rain, pissed off, bro. I had to go buy me a hoodie and everything.
Hey, bro, that shit was kind of crazy though, because we was in Vegas, bro. And it's like, out of all the times to be in this motherfucker, a fucking literal hurricane.
A hurricane.
Hey, JD, I put something in the chat because I said something about Blake Corum. Check this out about Kyron Williams.
Oh no, what happened to Kyron?
No, it's not. It's his opportunities have been dipping since
I mean, his production has been dipping, period. Like ever since they came off that bye week, it was the game against the Raiders and then beyond, he hasn't been like blowing up. So it's literally like the first half of the season he was killing it, and now he's just like pedestrian, or like he's RB2, low end RB2. It's still
So definitely, if you can slide, if you got room on your bench for Blake Corum, you might want to, because Sean McVay known to right the hot hand, and if Brett's production is slipping down any bit, not saying that he's in threat of losing his job or anything, but you definitely want to be ahead of that motherfucking curve, 100%, bro.
Dennis, I think we'll be making a lot of runs for Gatorade when we're in Vegas, because if I'm gonna go away from this for Vegas, it's gonna have to be Gatorade.
Gatorade, oh my mama.
Gatorade or flavored water. Other than that, I don't do that. I'll do Gatorade, but I know if JD's in Vegas, he'll be up. Where's your water?
Got to have the water, man. 100%, man. Oh my mama. Did we answer this question yet? All in One Show said pick up Garindo just to hold. Got Gibbs, Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard, and James Conner. I do need a defense since Denver on a bye. Should I prioritize the defense? And then he also says he only has only one room for one spot on my bench is startable. Then drop Ridley, Waddle, or Jennings or Garindo. So do you play with a kicker? Because you might. Oh well, see, no, because the trade deadline in your league on everything. Damn. Denver's on a bye, and you got Gibbs. They're not a bye. They didn't have their bye. Green Bay had their bye.
Let's buy McGinn this week for 16.
Had they bye. So man,
and there's some big players out there too that are out this week.
What other wide receivers you got, big bro? Because I'm definitely gonna put in for Garindo. I don't want, if I got the opportunity to put in for Garindo and get him, I don't want one of my league mates to get him just in case in that Niners offense that he starts to get loose. And what we did see him in one game, the motherfucker did hit for 10 carries for 90 something yards. I think it was the first Seattle game that he got in 100%. So I'm definitely putting in for him. And then he says he can either drop Ridley, Waddle, or Jennings for Garendo. And I definitely don't want to drop them three, even though Waddle didn't do nothing in the Green Bay game. I think it was a game before that is where he hit for 10 for 144 or 8 for 144. So Waddle might got a little bit more potential to boom a little bit as well. 100%.
Who else has he got? Damn, I don't want to drop none of them three.
Yeah, he got Jahmyr Gibbs, Josh Jacob, Pollard, and Connor. Do I need it? I do need a defense since Denver on a bye. Should I just prioritize the defense or should I go get Garendo?
I'd just go get Garendo.
I mean, it's just the way I'm wired is I'm always just going to go after the hot running back so my opponents don't get him. You know what I mean?
What else?
And if I had to drop somebody, damn, bro, it would probably be Jennings. Because like Ridley got a nice schedule and he's connected to Levis, who's just balling right now. You know what I mean? The Brock, he's clearly banged up, and I fear that he's the next guy.
Be shut down.
All right, we're shutting him down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would want Garendo too at that point. Just like
so, if that's the
they're
case,
gonna want to see what they got with the kid.
If that's also the case with Brock, do you prioritize picking up the San Francisco backup or another quarterback?
No, unless you're in a super flex. No.
Okay, exactly. I'm saying.
Yeah.
He definitely got a good decision to make. Tino said, "Drop your kicker if they got the kickers in there." I ain't mad at that for sure. Just
figure it out later.
100% figure it out later.
Yeah.
On my mama.
Because that was the case. And when you do pick up a kicker, you drop whatever player you decide to finally drop.
Right.
And you do it closer to the Sunday so nobody could pick up that player and play him against you. You know what I mean?
Man, if the playoffs started today, we'd have a Steelers-Ravens wild card matchup.
3 times. I love the
wild, man.
Playoffs. I fucking love those games, bro. 100%.
You know, Russ got them. You know, he's over the top right now with all them. We believe, and you gotta just believe in all the speeches right now. You know what I mean? Just gotta believe, guys. Top of the morning.
Big bro said he in first place 4 out of the 7 of his leagues, 100% dominating shit.
Let's go, bro.
If I drop my kicker, though, I lose the chance to get points from them. Yeah, I understand that. Well, what kicker you with? See,
we're talking about we're talking about okay. It's Tuesday, so when you drop the kicker, that just gives you an extra spot to pick something up for now. Then when you get closer to Sundays, then you because then that'll give you more time to buy to to figure out who we're gonna actually drop here. You know what I mean? Because
100%, especially with the Jennings.
I would want, and in the event that you don't get Garendo, then you just immediately pick another kicker up. You know what I mean?
That's all.
Like, but this is why, because then you definitely want to get another defense too. You know what I mean? And I'm okay just outright letting go of the Broncos. You know what I mean? Here's one thing too that you always got to remember. Like, okay, if I was to drop the Broncos defense, they're on a bye week. So like when I'm going into that Monday, I look at something on my bench and this, you know what I mean? Boom, cut it, pick up the Broncos. You know what I mean? Like that's just, I be getting mad when I forget to do shit like that, man.
100%. Yeah, some of them leagues
waiver
cut. Once a player's cut, you can't pick that motherfucker up until the following week in some of my leagues.
Yeah, but I'm talking about if you cut him on the Tuesday cycle, right? You know what I'm saying? It'll clear, and motherfuckers gonna clear waivers because unless somebody's gonna pick them up and house them. You know what I mean?
I've also been in a league where I cut a player and I can't put a claim until the following week as well.
Yeah,
that shit fucking sucks as well too.
Yeah, I've been in leagues early on. I used to play in a lot of leagues like that. I used to pick up and drop motherfuckers on purpose. Like, all right, fucking, this guy needs a thing. You know what I mean? But then it kind of works against you too, because then you can't pick those guys up, and if they blow up, it's clearly because I'm picking them up and then dropping them so I keep them off the waivers. But then Yahoo at the time or the next years later they started doing it where if you pick someone up and drop them in the same day, they're still a free agent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So they got rid of that because motherfuckers like me were definitely whoring that shit. You know what I mean?
100%.
You hold somebody for like 2-3 minutes, then drop them, boom, they're off. You know what I mean? You're like, yes. He needed a kicker. I picked them all up and dropped them all.
Facts.
One by one.
Tino said Billy B, Bill Belichick, and Kobe Bryant talking their sport would teach you things you never thought of. 100%. I remember when Kobe used to have a show on ESPN, the Mamba Mentality, or I forgot it because him and Pete Manning had the same type of show where they broke down shit on everything. Yeah, that dude Kobe, man, cold motherfucker. Rest in peace to the being, man.
He was a cold SOB.
Yeah, I hate the Lakers, but man, Kobe was a shit.
Yeah, he was.
Kobe explained how to disguise a pick for 10 minutes on my mama.
And that dude, he had the behind the back move where he just throws the ball and it comes back up underneath his legs.
Oh, dude, bro. Oh, everything. My mama had high school, bro. Oh, my mama.
Yeah, was LeBron also the one of the last? Was that the last year they stopped fools from doing that for a minute?
What in Cleveland?
High school
or high school shit?
Oh. Yeah, because I know LeBron was one of them last ones, right? Go
maybe
straight
Dwight Howard. Did Dwight Howard come straight out of high school? Or what school?
I think he did.
So he might have been one of the last motherfuckers.
One of the last ones. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I was just like, well, all of them did that, right? Fucking Iverson, fucking
Iverson did 1 year in college.
Iverson didn't go. Oh, okay, I had that one wrong. But yeah, Kobe definitely, right?
Fucking Stephon Marbury, he went 1 year. See, a lot of them dudes, like in the 90s, it was really like KG, McGrady came out of high school. Came out of high school.
What about Marbury?
Marbury went to Georgia.
Stephon Marbury came out of high school.
No, he went there for 2 years.
Okay.
He
went to Georgia Tech. I think he did 2 years. Iverson only did 1 year, or the other way around. Everything. Tino said, all in one show. You want to drop your kicker because you will have plenty of kickers available. But right now, I agree. Prioritize Garendo. Gives you a few days to see any news that pops up of any other RBs.
Yeah.
You make your decision from there. That's real game right there, bro.
Yeah, for real. And I probably would play Garendo over they got Chicago, I think, this week, right? We got Chicago. Chicago's been giving up hella booty on the ground this past 4 or 5 weeks.
Yep. We at home.
Boom. So, and Garendo in the passing game, that's another thing too. So I think he would be game script proof, so to speak. The one thing that'll be fucking annoying is if it's they're just putting a lot of the trusty money downs with use check. You know what I mean? Because Shanahan would he don't give a fuck about our fantasy.
Come on now.
Exactly.
Facts.
But you get Garendo. I'm just thinking of all the, I don't leave any stone unturned. But yeah, the likelihood is Garendo he'll be like a 70+% share guy, and we want that.
Oh, my mama. Said, I bet Tampa Bay defense still available. All in show. And All in show said it is definitely going for them, but Garendo might be gone before my waiver spot. I'm 7th, but you always prioritize the hottest motherfucker on the wire.
Yeah, period.
You never know how that shit falls.
Yeah, and don't be never married to a kicker. I would even cut the kicker right fucking now, just so I have an empty spot that I can start. Because then that'll give you an actual chance to perhaps even hold on to the Broncos defense, right? Because in this case, I would put, Garendo, then whatever else I'm receiver, whatever that we're targeting, or defense if that's his need. Then put the same defense, dropping the Broncos. That way, if you get these other motherfuckers, then you still get your defense. You know what I mean? Because then there's a scenario where, all right, I wouldn't mind holding on the Broncos the rest of the way. You know what I mean? Even though they do got some pretty big, they got the Chargers and they got fucking the Chiefs. It's a scoring defense that gets turnovers and stuff.
All right, guys, I got a thought. What about Patrick Taylor for the 49ers?
We brought him up earlier.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just if that's another one of those ones. Just put a claim on him. You know what I mean? Because you just never know. Anything could happen. You know what I mean? And you'd rather be with than without when it comes to the Niner backfield, bro. You know what I mean?
That's true.
No, yeah. And then And then, like Tino said, he said, "Oh, that changes everything. I don't think you'll get Garindo at the 7th spot, but yeah, definitely still put in for him. And then your next main position that you want to put in for is whatever the one that you need in." And he said he needed defense, so you go ahead, and if there's a defense, matter of fact, I wouldn't even put in for a fucking defense though, bro. It just depends on what defense is out there. If it ain't no defense,
if there's a good stream,
a top 5, top 10 scoring defense, I probably wouldn't even put in for that motherfucker.
Yeah, like who's playing the Giants this week, right? Or who's playing? What are some streaming options?
New Orleans got the Giants.
Okay, so New Orleans is a nice little play here.
We had fucking Jacksonville and Tennessee, depending on how you feel about Tennessee versus Mac Jones. Another streaming option probably will be fucking Philly ain't out there.
That's playing the Jets, because anybody who plays the Jets gets hella sacks.
Where's the Jets at?
Like, we just pick on these bad offensive lines, you know what I mean?
Miami. New York is at Miami this week.
Not bad. Miami's.
What's your thoughts on a Cordell Patterson pickup this week against, because they have Cleveland next?
Is there something wrong with Najee or Warren?
No, I'm just trying to.
You just
I'm trying to cock.
I would claim Taylor before.
I'm trying to cock block my opponent's pause.
Yeah. You might want them to get Cordero.
What about Cincinnati versus Dallas? Would you stream? I mean, Dallas had a damn good game last week. Defense.
Cincinnati still has some decent pass rush. They just get so behind in games that they abandon the pass rush. You know what I mean?
What about streaming Cincinnati?
This one might be a shoot. They might, but I like the Bengals in this game. So you know what I mean, to win. So they could actually send some pass rush routinely at old Cooper Rush, and that line is kind of Swiss cheese also.
100%. Case if Cincinnati do,
but that's what we're looking for, is the sacks and the turnovers in that case, because 100%. They are going to give up points. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. So what other defense is out there for somebody? Why would you put in a claim for one of these defenses?
It's a good point. It's if that's the case, we're just looking to have one, right? But it's also like, is there going to be 6 other? I mean, is there 5 other teams, right? Because he has the Broncos. Is there 5 other teams that have Baltimore or Indy? No one has Indy. I'm pretty sure whoever has Baltimore is an idiot, because they keep losing, right? Giving up points. What other defenses out there? So there's going to be people that are targeting defenses. Is my point. You know what I mean? Who's Washington got this week? Because they're an okay streaming option. And when you're in a shit, man, even Chicago might even be a streaming option if you're in a pinch this week against the Niners, for real.
Let's see, Washington has
a lot of good offense right now.
God,
either. But running backs are running backs in Shanahan's offense, so we do want to go Rando.
All right, let's see. Week 14, Washington. Who do they got?
Oh, they're on a bye week too. So yeah. So there's it is kind of some clean pickings here. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure whoever has the Chiefs obviously is holding on to the Chiefs. Whoever has the Chargers,
the Chargers.
Who?
Chiefs and Chargers Sunday night. And
but okay, but see, even in this instance, right? Those people are probably going to play them, and if they don't, they're going to pick someone else up and hold them. You know what I mean?
Well, that Chicago San Fran game is going to be a very interesting one.
Yeah. Well, when the Chiefs win, I won't say anything.
No. I hope
it hurts.
Wait, buddy. I do.
You lost my Niner pain. 30 years ago, I was 10 years old. Lee. I saw the greatest thing I ever saw.
I know, because I'm going to hear about it for the rest of my life from you.
Niners beat the Chargers in the Super Bowl.
Thanks.
Hey, you keep throwing these little mini shots. I'm throwing game makers. I don't play. I don't play. Let's go.
I don't play either. We know that.
We're gonna lose to Chicago.
Oh, you're gonna piece of Chicago. Well, let's hope.
Anyways, 30 years ago.
Yeah, no. Don't remind me.
That's all I got. I think that's him though. Pretty good waiver wire week. You know what I mean? Pretty. It's plentiful.
Yeah.
And this is the time of year, man. You got to start planning ahead and cock blocking too. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta, you feel me? Like, hey, listen, you know what I mean? Don't let your opponents get them.
And for all y'all that's still in it, shout out to all the people playing spoiler. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, the Saints are 26% rostered. Bengals are 21. Dolphins are 40.
Yeah, I probably put it Dolphins, Bengals, and then Dolphins, Saints, Bengals in that order.
The Colts are 21% rostered. But who do they?
Yeah, but they're on a bye week.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And they're kind of bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and stop playing team defenses, y'all. IDP is where it's at.
You know what I mean? Team defense is cool, but you know, I just hate fluky shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I got a motherfucking team. I got to play against the team defense, and goddamn, I got to worry about 11 motherfuckers doing something.
Yep.
Like, and that's kind of fluky. On the flip side, you know what I mean? Obviously, I would have a team defense as well. But yeah, I have one team defense league, and that league's a doozy actually. I think I'm out of that one now. I might have took that last mathematical elimination L.
How many playoffs did you make, Bogey?
There's a lot of 7 and 6s and 8 and 5s that aren't even secure yet. You know
yeah,
what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah, the ones that's locked, I have 6 locked up out of 26.
I think
I'm only eliminated already off of 3. So 5 because I forget my redraft ones that I'm.
I have 4 on sleeper. I have 4 locked into my dynasty, but not our leagues. I'm out in both of them, but I got 4 locked in, and I got 2 where I'm just on the line. But if I win, I'll get in by points. So I just got to win this week.
We're going to fucking war, man.
Yeah.
Week 14, this one's a doozy, man. I haven't looked at any of my line or stuff because I definitely want to get an early jump this week and start, you know what I mean? Because I know there's heavy bye weeks, and I'm just hoping a lot of my opponents are going through it. I'm hoping so. Because if the opponents is going through it, man, thank you, fantasy gods.
Yep.
You're riddled with bye weeks because I know I am in a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think, whenever JD comes back, we'll close this thing up. If anybody got any
questions,
go ahead and throw this in the chat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We'll give it a minute and then go ahead and.
Who's playing Thursday night?
Lions Packers.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Should be. And they got a week. It's not a short week for them because they played last Thursday. So yeah, I mean this one should be like a good game. Versus like worrying about them not utilizing too many guys because of short week and heavier running. Like this game might shoot out for real.
Yeah. LSU's tackle Will Campbell announced for the draft already. He's a potential top 5 pick.
Coming out of where? Notre Dame, you said?
LSU.
Oh, LSU, my bad. I don't know why. I just heard lineman and I think of Notre Dame and shit. Nice.
Yeah, should be good. So
my bad. Texting this thing or texting somebody real quick. Bang. Yeah, but we got it's a lot of it is seeding too in some of these playoff these teams that are playoff bound, I should say.
Yeah,
it's just gonna fall down to seeding. So you know what I mean, I'm hoping that we finish out strong in the regular season. This week 14 need to absolutely dominate somehow. There's somewhere I can't just win. I need points too. Like, you know what I mean? It's the fantasy gods don't ever make it.
What's up, Peacock?
What's up, bro?
Just got out of work, or I just finished my video job, heading over for lunch.
Yeah. You got anything else on this, JD?
On what?
Not just, just the waivers or just, you know what I mean? Any perspectives, you know what I mean? 'Cause probably good. I think that's him. Might put my clothes. Yeah.
Show, bro.
Yeah.
What's on your menu for lunch, big bro?
I have no idea, man. I got no idea.
I legit might do the spicy nugs. I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of want a burrito too.
Get some lunch.
I got like leftovers. I got leftovers at the house.
My son, he just woke up. He got school like at 11:30. So I'm like, okay, yeah, 11:30 gives me enough time to think of something.
My mama, 100%, bro.
Man, Jameis Winston. All I gotta say is I picked him up yesterday before the game because I was gonna have a bye week coming up this week, and I feel pretty good about it, regardless of the pick sixes.
Hey.
He put up 50 points last night in my home league.
What did he do? Almost 500 yards last night, didn't
he? 500, bro. That shit is crazy.
And yeah, you get bonuses for big plays in that league. So he put up 50 burger.
That shit is crazy, bro.
And that's because the pick sixes are -6.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, so, that he would have had 60 plus.
Yeah, he would have had 60 plus. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was funny too because what was it the other day? My brother-in-law was like, "Oh yeah, good thing I got JP Mason and I don't know what and blah blah blah." And he went on the IR, and he has 0 fab.
Fuck, bro.
I was like, I don't care if you got the #1 claim, bro. You got $0.
You can't pick up the spot.
The guy with the #2 claim has like $165.
Mama.
So it's over.
That hurts. I know I got a few leagues where I ain't got no fab my damn self, bro. Oh, everything. Blew it.
Yeah, well, I don't have any fab. It don't matter no more.
I was so cheap all year, and now I have like 300 to 400 in some leagues, and I'm like, well, now I get the last week, I can just throw it all down.
And now you can just blow it all. You can spend it, yeah.
I'm like, and then my friend goes, oh, man, I saw him in another league chat. Man, I need this. I'm like, well, little as you know, I saw it, and I'm going to drop all my money. You're not going to get shit.
Oh, my mama, facts.
I think right now I'm in 13 leagues. I'm only dead in my home league. So I have a chance to make 12 of 13 playoffs. But it looks real good at 10 of them, knock on wood. So I think 10 of them for sure I'm getting to the dance.
Let's
good
go.
Numbers.
As you said, you get to the dance, anything can happen, man.
Anything can happen, bro.
Yeah, that's all I care about. Just getting there. And then from there, you win a week or two, and you get in the money, and then it don't matter.
Exactly. Once you get in the money rounds, it's like, hello.
Yep, just count it. So hopefully all those teams push through. Like I said, I got a couple of like 7 and 5 just hanging around in 5th or 6th place. I got 1 in 7th place where I'm like, I can probably sneak in there with a good week this week or next week. So still pretty much alive in 12 of the 13 leagues I'm in, which is good. Yeah, it's a better year, way better year than last year overall.
I got some 7 places where I need this week bad, bro. But the last 2 weeks been also got me to where I need this week bad. That shit crazy.
JD, remember how I told you that my iPad when on Sundays, right? We're always on I found a charger that wireless that charges it while it's on the damn thing. Because when we're on Sundays, right, for so long,
nice.
My damn iPad had no juice. So I just purchased one that it's wireless and it charges it while it's on the stand.
That's federal. You didn't came up on their ass. Oh,
I'm like, because I'd be doing the show with it on Sundays, and all of a sudden, I'm like, what the hell? And I'm looking at it, and it's like 10%. I'm like, I gotta get
ass. Oh, everything. Tino said, man, did y'all hear about the kid from Bama A&M that passed away from concussions this week? That shit is
crazy. I heard that.
Oh.
Rest in peace to little bro, man. I did not hear about that, man. Oh, my
Me either, man. That sucks.
That shit is crazy. Rest in peace, little bro, man. 100%. We got Nelson in the building, the winner of the football. 100% top of the morning to Nelson. What's up, guys? Woke up to winning the raffle. Been following your advice. Now I'm feeling extra lucky about winning my league. Let's go, Nelson. 100%. Nice. And I seen that you just dropped your Addy in the chat too. So on the gram. So we gonna make sure we get that to you, man. 100%.
Cool.
Appreciate you, big bro. Staying locked in 100%, big bro. Tino said, homie from Bama A&M, hella sad, bro. Homie was living his dream, man. Bro, for sure. And prayers up to his family, bro. That's that, man.
Yeah, I remember being in high school and like I was having like severe headaches and shit, and I had to go get a CAT scan just to make sure there wasn't like any tumors or weird damage or whatever, because I had about 7 or 8 documented concussions. Talk about undocumented ones, I probably had over 15. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, big bro.
Those are just like, like the way Tino says, you get your bell rung and then you pop right back in there. But I had about probably like 7 where it's like, okay, don't do nothing, don't go to sleep, take this guy out of the game or take him out of practice.
Oh, my mama, bro. My wife had headache clusters. And so when her headache clusters come, it's not like migraines. It's completely different, man. That shit completely shut her ass down. She can't do shit at all, bro. Oh, everything.
That's my wife, too. She gets like a sharp pain behind the eyes, and she's like, I got to go take a nap. Like she's out of commission.
That shit crazy.
Hey, congratulations, Nelson.
Oh, my mama.
Yeah, man. That's dope. Yeah, Bogart said his computer just shit on him. So.
Oh, every day. Congrats, Nelson, man. We gonna make sure we get that motherfucker out to you for sure, man. 100%.
I think I hit him up on the gram, so if he sees me, he'll know because it's got. I just want to let him know I did hit him up on the gram.
100%. Cool. Tino said the rumor is he was about to be cut and didn't mention he suffered a few concussions. Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
He's pushing through all that.
He was afraid of being cut on everything. Yeah, that oh, my mama. 100%. Rest in peace, a little bro, man. Facts. Well, shit. With that said, man, let's go ahead and we'll catch him. Where we back? We back tonight, tomorrow. Whenever we back, man. 100%. Sorry for me.
We back for Thursday night football.
Yeah, so Thursday night we can be back, and then I think Spencer has his power hour tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Today's Tuesday,
yeah.
Every day.
So we'll do that. Texans are on a bye, plus they had a bunch of shitty matchups these last couple of weeks. So I think we'll run an H-Town huddle on the way back, where it gets real interesting here in the next couple of. I think they have 3 games in 10 days, so I have some stuff to cover. We'll get back on track over there with that one.
All right, boys, I'll tap with you.
That and the holidays were crazy as hell. Work was hella busy for me, so I couldn't keep up.
Facts. Oh, every day. Until tonight, man. We see y'all later, man.
All right, peace. Shout out to everyone in the chat.
Go.
Peace.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day.